Dear friend, are you a single person who's looking for a special someone? Do you feel that your life would be richer if you had someone to share it with? Do you know where to go to meet this person? You are not alone. Most single people don't have the slightest notion as to how to go about meeting that someone special. So instead, we just drift into relationships by chance, only to be sadly disappointed. Our organization is a completely confidential service that brings you together with other people like you who are seeking a more fulfilling life. We consider things like attitudes, opinions, beliefs, wants, desires, needs, philosophy, personality traits, and a host of other subjects. Altogether, we measure 73 different characteristics. Then we bring people together in a way that's completely comfortable and non-threatening. We've designed our service with you in mind. We bridge the gaps and break the ice for you. So if you're tired of looking in all the wrong places for the right person, take the challenge. Fill out and return this personality profile. Maybe you are unique, but we believe that someone is looking for someone like you. Honest. Radar messages. The patient was first admitted to the hospital at the age of 22. For 3 or 4 months before admission, she felt depressed and had anorexia, with a weight loss of about 10 pounds in both initial and terminal insomnia. About 2 months before admission, she began to feel increasingly energetic, requiring only 2 to 5 hours of sleep at night and to experience her thoughts as racing. She began to see symbolic meanings in things, especially sexual meanings, and experience marked ideas of reference, involving particularly innocent comments on television shows. During the month preceding admission, she became increasingly euphoric and irritable, and began experiencing both visual and auditory hallucinations. She believed that there was a hole in her head through which radar messages were being sent to her. These messages could control her thoughts or produce emotions of anger, sadness, or the like that were beyond her control. She also believed that her thoughts could be read by people around her, and that alien thoughts from other people described hearing were intruding, described voices which sometimes ordered her to perform before her recent illness control around people her, and that alien thoughts from other people were intruding themselves via the radar into her own head. She described hearing voices which sometimes spoke about her in the third person, and at other times ordered her to perform various functions, particularly sexual activity. Before her recent illness, the patient had been asymptomatic and had been a successful student at a prestigious university. There she had done well academically and had a large circle of friends of both sexes. She could not recall any particular She could not recall any particular She could not recall any particular precipitants. She could not recall any particular precipitants of her symptoms, saying that they to arise almost at random in the midst of an uneventful period in her second marriage. Upon admission to the hospital, the patient was started on chlorpromazine and lithium carbonate. Over the course of about 3 weeks, she experienced a fairly rapid reduction in hyperactivity, euphoria, pressure, speech, delusions, and hallucinations. After 4 weeks, the chlorpromazine dosage was gradually reduced and discontinued. She was maintained, therefore, on lithium carbonate alone. At the time of her discharge, her manic symptoms had disappeared, but she displayed hypersomnia of about 10 hours per night, mild anorexia, definitive diurnal variation, worse in the morning, and mild psychomotor retardation. These symptoms, however, were not severe enough to require hospitalization, and the patient was discharged to live with friends. Approximately 8 months after her discharge, the patient was taken off lithium carbonate and supplied for. She continued asymptomatic for approximately 3 or 4 weeks, but then began to experience a gradual reappearance of symptoms similar to those that had precipitated her previous hospitalization. About 2 weeks after this, she was readmitted to the hospital with a syndrome almost identical with that which had characterized her on her first admission. She again responded uneventfully to a regimen of chlorpromazine and lithium initially, with her medication gradually being reduced to lithium alone. At the time of her discharge, she again displayed mild depressive symptoms. The patient's father had had a severe episode of depression characterized by hypersomnia, anorexia, profound psychomotor retardation, and suicidal ideation when in his 40s. The patient's paternal grandmother had committed suicide during what also appeared to be a depressive episode. N-E-W, knew. We knew, and to come, be new too. And to come, be new too, and anew, and to come, and anew, and to come too, to come and to come, not to come, and as to and new too.